In this lecture, we'll be taking a look at blocks in Python. So earlier when we were discussing about Python, we mentioned that it does not have any curly braces to mark the start and end of a function. Over here you can see we have a function called main, which in turn calls a function called greet. Now how I can say so that the main method is calling another method called greet? The reason is this indentation that you see. So inside this main function we are calling this greet, and similarly inside the greet function we are calling this print statement. You'll notice that main is outside, so even if I take it from this line and put it at line number 8 and save this, if I run it, the main function will be called first, and mind you that this is not part of the greet method. So let's run it now, and here you can see it says hello world. So that shows that main method is being called first, then it calls greet, and greet finally prints this hello world. Now if I have to put more line of code inside a given function, I can do so by putting another line over here. So this again is now part of method greet. So here let's run this after saving it, and you'll notice that we are now having hello world and hi as the output. Now if I have a condition, for instance if true, in that case I can print true, otherwise I can print false. So now here this print true that we are seeing is inside this if block, and similarly this print false is inside the else block. So now if I run this method main over here, it will call greet, and greet will then run this. So we'll have these two lines printed, and then based on the condition either true or false will be printed. So over here we'll have 3 lines: hello world, hi, and then true. Let's run it now. So here you can see it says hello world, hi, and true. So this is the statement that gets executed. So if I change it over here as false and then run it again, the main method will then call greet, and here you can see it now prints false. So you can see that the indentation that we are giving is actually deciding whether a given line is a part of a method or of a condition or not. And based on that, it holds a very important place whenever we are writing Python script. So coming from other languages, if you're coming from C# or C++ side, the indentation was not of that much importance apart from making the code readable, but here it has got some meaning to it. And that's the reason why you should be aware of the indentations whenever you're writing a method or a condition. One more thing that we covered in the previous lecture was comments. Now here we saw how a comment can be written. The only thing I would like to mention in this one is that there are no multi-line comments. So if you have to comment multiple lines, you can do so as we are doing over here by prepending pound or hash key before the statement. So that was all about blocks in Python.